Fixing. Okay, should be good now. Is it all good? Does it work? Yay, fantastic. Can hear him. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to sort of walk around the show a little bit. This is the trade area where I am now, right now. There's lots of people. And I'm going to walk around a bit and show you around, answer some of your questions if you've got any question about the event, about the show, and yeah. And if you've got if you want to know something about Gamescom, just let us know. In the meantime, I'll let you know, of course, that we've just released Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector Demons of Khorne, and we'll let you know more about it before the end of the show. So let me switch the camera here. Okay, see if this works. Right. Okay, let's do this. It's going to take some time, but I promise that I'm trying. Right. I don't think it's working right now. Let me check now. Of course, you test these things and they don't work, but it's fine. Okay. Right. Works? Yes, made it. Sorry for that. And I'm going back to Twitch and see if we can see the chat with you guys. Okay. Am I still live? I think so. Right. And here we go. All right. So this is what you're seeing here. I'm going upstairs here. Basically, how this show works usually is that we have there's three main halls. In every hall, there's a a number of stands and booths, and basically every stand usually is representing a nation. So there's your German stand, your Canadian, your French, and so on, and that's how the whole thing is structured. And then you've got more specific stands for publishers or services or whatever is a part of the industry. This is the biggest show we've got for games in Europe, and in terms of consumer shows, this is by far the biggest show in the world. There's nothing that matches the size of this. So the overall footfall, as I said, it's about 250,000 people in the space of 3 days, 3.5 days. The show is open, and players can basically play any of the games that are up and coming. There's a lot of strategy games, of course, because it's Germany, so Germans love strategy games. Now you'll see here Brazilian games, Pavilion. So let's see, they make a lot of games in Brazil. We don't have any Brazilian developer. I think we should add to that. Here's your IGEA, which is basically the pavilion dedicated to Australia, all the different Australian developers. This is also the time when stands. It's about just after 5 o'clock in the afternoon here. So this is basically the time when developers booths start to distribute free drinks, beers, and things. What you see here is UK pavilion, UK industry stand. Nice statue of Sonic there. This is basically one of the things that makes a difference between this show and all the other shows around the world is that it's the only one that combines this big trade place where everyone you see here is part of the video games industry. So it may be developers, service providers, publishers, distributors, anything. And they all meet to do business, to have chats about what's happening, take business opportunities, commercial opportunities, development deals and such. We have seen, Alberto has seen something like 25 to 30 different games in the last 2.5 days. Some stuff that independent developers pitch to us, or other studios come up with ideas and opportunities. So there's quite a lot of stuff going on. This is, for instance, the Malta booth, would you believe? Is it a coincidence that Marco shows up when they start distributing free beers? Mordante, kind of. I actually had, the place I was when I started the live show was booth hall number 4, and both the Italian and Swiss pavilion were giving away beers, and it was so crowded I had to leave. This is the Canadians. Canadians don't sell and don't give any beer away, but the Quebec part are giving the beers. So I think there's a fight here between the two parts of Canada. One other cool thing, I'm going to take it, I'm going to bring with me. This is the French. This is the French part over there. Choose France. That's how they. This is the Turkish one. I'm going to show you later. There's a nice booth that Shiro Games has, the developers of Dune. So I'm going to see if I can take it there. This is the Ukraine booth. All the developers that are coming from Ukraine. And as you know, we have a game that we're developing in Ukraine. That's headquarters World War II, and we've got it here in full display. That's it. You can see it here. That's our headquarters booth with showing the game, and we're showing the game to press, to media, to influencers. Quite a lot of people came over the last couple of days. This is Kate from the development team. Hi, Kate. She's responsible for all the 2D art in the game, and she's been wonderful. She's showed the game to a lot of people. It was a very last-minute thing. The developer Stani Games won this kind of tender for being in the booth, and so Kate was thrown into the show for the first time. So you can see now everything's quieter because everyone's having beers somewhere. That's how it works. So this is a big PR agency. That guy you see on your left, here there, this is Mario Kroll. Hi, Mario. This is Mario Kroll, the founder of Wargamer.com. If some of you remember, Wargamer.com is a website when it started, dedicated to war games. He was the founder of the site back in, I don't know what it was, maybe 1990 something. You wrote for Wargamer a bit, yeah, dog. See, it's quite a long time ago, but you can definitely see it as a piece of history we just bumped into. This is Indonesia, and we're going to go downstairs here, see if there's anything interesting up in the other hall as well. So not do something wrong to myself here. Another important, thing to say about Gamescom. This is also the first time the game has been in full swing since the pandemic. Last year it was kind of a bit smaller, or I would say a lot smaller. But this year it started to be going back to normal numbers, and there's quite a lot of people that we didn't see last year. This is hey, we're here at the Twitch booth, live on Twitch at the Twitch booth. Who knows what's gonna happen? I can see some questions. And anybody remember Wild Bill Wilder? I do. Mordante. Head for the bar. No point wasting time. I don't know what the bar is, to be honest. Well, there's many bars. I don't think buying beers live on Twitch is something that would work. I need my phone to buy beers, by the way, so I don't know if that would work anyway. This is the Sega booth, all behind closed doors. They had some big announcements at the opening ceremony, and of course, they're not selling beers, but Overwolf is selling beers. Overwolf is a company that does mainly modding. Hey, James. That's James Binns, the owner of PC Games Zen. So you see, bump into a lot of people. Actually, to make it full circle, James Binns is the guy who actually owns Wargamer.com. Funnily enough, that was interesting. An interesting person to bump into after seeing Mario Crawl. Here's your business cafe, and so I hope you've seen a little bit of what is happening in Gamescom, and every booth can be a bit quieter or whatever, but I'm focusing on very specific things. Actually, let me go through here and show you one of the because today we're releasing Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector Demons of Khorne. Wanted to show you. This is over here, Virtuos. Virtuos is the studio responsible for doing all the key art for our Warhammer games, and they've done quite a lot of key art for many other games as well. They're a big outsourcing company working with many important publishers, and they've got a lot of different subsidiaries around the world. And they are taking care of all the key art and images for Warhammer. So you've got a good idea. Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector released today. Demons of Khorne, I believe the fourth full faction we're releasing. We have been working on this release for the entire summer with lots of people coming and going from vacation, but we managed to pull it out. Demons is a faction that you were already able to play in the game, but only as an opponent in the demonic incursion mode. Now you can play it as a full faction. There's also a new map being released with the DLC. It's a DLC that goes out at, I think it's kind of cheap. It's got, I think, $4.99 or something. So pretty accessible, and this includes all the units that were present on the Demons demonic incursion mode, plus a bonus unit. That's a Demon Prince. You're able to play that. $4.29 here in the UK. Thanks, York Dog. You see, I managed to do this whilst keeping all this stuff in mind and giving some sense to what I say. It's just pretty incredible. Am I not a great host? Do you want more? No, I'm joking. So this is our our live show from Gamescom. Let me go down here as well. So Demons of Khorne just released. We have and this is not the last release we have this summer, this month of August actually. As you guys probably know, there is a big strategy gaming event coming on Steam from Monday next week, where most of the strategy games on Steam will be discounted. That's called the Strategy Fest, and that's going to be for a week long. And to celebrate that, we're also going to release the next, or actually the first DLC for Master of Magic. Master of Magic Rise of the Soul Trapped. This is going to be our last release for August, because then August is going to be over, and you'll be able to see a lot of movement around. Hey, Matt. That was Matt Group. Is a license. He's working at MGM. He's our main point of contact for the development of Stargate. He's been. I just actually went for lunch with him earlier today, so that's why I'm not that thirsty for this tea time. This is Khorn and releasing RoboCop game in the coming months. Again, another MGM license. So as I was saying, from next week on Monday at 6 p.m. UK time, there will be the launch of the strategy sale on Steam, and that will coincide with the launch of Rise of the Soul Trapped. You'll be playing with Tech Magic for the first time. We're pretty bullish about it. It's interesting to see that this is sort of breaking the community into sort of divisive. It's a divisive topic, I would say, but it's definitely something that will allow us to reach to a new audience interested in some kind of cool new features that we wouldn't be able to have if we didn't have this new type of magic in the game. Let me check if there's any comment here. You're super excited for Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. I am too, I have to say. Not our game, of course, but I am too. Old Cat is a great developer. The work they've done on their previous game is just amazing, and there's quite a lot of stuff to be hungry about on that game. RoboCop, yeah, I was mentioning somebody else's game. So there's a RoboCop FPS coming out this fall or winter. I don't know exactly when. So wish I was there to get some swag. There's not much swag, Yog. I guess there's only a bit if you actually know the right people inside some of the stands. Most of the swags are like stickers and stress balls, and that's it. But nothing like it used to be. This kind of really cool T-shirts or other very cool things. It's we're all saving a lot of money these days. Give us some info about the BA video, lovely Marco. Hey, the video. All right, I'll give you some info. Actually, I'll be very precise in the info. We have a first pass of the video, which is almost final. The video features two parts. One is about the deck building in the game, and the other part is about actually seeing that unit selection in action. And there was a misbalance between the first and the second, so we are sort of recapturing some footage these days. We're not far away. We're about a week away from the release of the next BA video. That's as much as I can say, but music is done. We're just about finishing it, so the ball is definitely been rolling quite fast on that one. You need to spill the beans on the new Field of Glory 2 title. Mordante, Field of Glory 2 title. There's new Field of Glory title in development. That's the only thing I can tell you. I can't say much more than that. About at the goal line. Yes, about there. We're and this is something I just want to say. And if we manage to find a way of going faster, we will do it. But we're really trying to do sort of more quality things these days, and to do that requires a lot more time. And I have to say, we're looking at the details. We're trying to do stuff that's really, well executed, and stuff that we will, release maybe up until 2 years ago. We're really, looking into, we're a critical eye and changing a lot of stuff. So, yeah, we're almost there. Absolutely. You should have visited yesterday the Giants booth. We could have had a drink. Oh, come on. Why not? Are you not here? Come by. Say hello. When are we gonna hear about Battle Academy 3? Not too far away. Not too far away. Not too far away. I would say a few months. Not too far. Ciao, Paolo. Say hello to our wonderful audience.
It's really, it's the best game I ever read. I did 9 of them, and the most beautiful and entertaining. We have for the first time a true booth with a full game to show to journalists and influencers. Today we met a lot of friends that come here to see our.
I don't think they're listening. They're hearing you because you're talking to them.
Okay.
No, don't worry, don't worry. But yeah, so guys, before I will leave you for this, for the today's stream schedule, check it out on the website, on the Twitch channel, because of course I can't really give you more information than just check it out there. I can't really tell you more than that. Make sure you check it also. You check Demons of Khorne release, and I will now leave you to. If there's no more questions, let me check if there's more questions here. The Slitherine booth. There is no Slitherine booth. We don't have. We never had a Slitherine booth. We always tried to. We always try to use our money wisely, and most of the fun about these shows is going around, walking around, meeting people, going from booth to booth, and sitting at drinking coffee and tea and sitting down with all sorts of different people. Usually, if you're staying at your booth, you never sort of enjoy the show itself. And a booth here is also very, very expensive. It doesn't really make any sense. I told you I was going to take you to the Shiro stand, see if there's something there. Yeah, this is the bees area. Absolutely. How much is a square meter of booth? Well, I can tell you that a small booth, like probably like 2 tables, 4 chairs, and a little counter would probably cost you around £15,000. That's probably about the price that you would pay for that. So plus you've got to sort of decorate the stand and make sure that you've got like all the right equipment there. So yeah, it adds up. It's quite a lot of money. So there's no one anymore at the Shiro booth. Guys, oh yes, there's a meeting going on. So just walks around with all the games in his hands. Yes, of course, rip off. I mean, it's kind of, it depends on what you need to do. If you're presenting something to the press, you actually need a place, and it's a great opportunity for developers. I mean, if you're a developer, an indie developer, and you're pitching your game, you need a place to stay and to sort of present your game to publishers and such. So this is why all these national stands, that's what they're there for. They all the developers from that nation will find a place to sit down and show their games. And these booths are usually paid by national governments or national funds. Then of course this is the UK stand. This is all this behind closed doors, and inside you've got little tables and lots of companies showcasing their stuff. That's really how it works. So what are you guys doing there? Promotion, sales, networking? A bit of everything, to be honest. We are the vast majority of our time is spent meeting with people that we already know, and we are sort of updating where we are with different development projects, It can be license holders. We've met with MGM, with Universal, with Sony Pictures. We've done a lot of that. We meet marketing agencies, the guys doing trailers, the guys doing main art, key art, outsourcing companies, doing units or specific parts of games. We're meeting with developers, pitching games to us. There's 4 of us in here. There's myself, Alberto doing all the biz devs, so looking at new games or future games, looking at what trends there are. If you don't know what trends there are, there's a lot of city builders set in space. That's a big new trend. We've seen at least 10 of these. And then we have Julia and Paolo. Julia is the brand manager of Headquarters and Terminator and Scramble, and she's meeting agencies, doing media contacts and constant. And Paolo, of course, does nothing at all. He's just here to eat the food and keep us good company. The vast majority of my time is drinking beer. Right in Cologne, you know they have this beer called Kölsch, and they serve it into small glasses of sort of less than half a pint, and they keep bringing them to you until you say stop. That's how it works. And you pay the amount of glasses you've got left on the table. That's really how it works. And when you're fed up drinking, you put your coaster on top of the glass, and that means that you're done and you can pay. That's how it works. Right. So, guys, I think I'm going to sort of leave you now. You've heard me talking for quite a long time. I will see you next week from Milan. And in the meantime, you enjoy our little 2-minute video introducing you to the Demons of Khorne. And it was good walking you around, and hopefully you've enjoyed this little trip around the Gamescom show floor. Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you next week.
The Imperium of Man faces endless foes, each one viler than the last, but only one deserves the title of arch-enemy of mankind: Chaos. Khorne, the Blood God, is by far the most violent and murderous of the Chaos Gods. War, hatred, rage, wrath, blood, and murder. All of this is sacred to the servants of Khorne, forever driven to wanton slaughter and senseless destruction. The demons of Khorne now enter the fray in Battlesector, eager to reap skulls in honor of the dark god they serve. Bloodletters and blood crushers are ready to charge into battle, fueled by rage and an insatiable need to slaughter, while the fleshhounds hunt without mercy those who have dared to offend the blood god. These horrors are led into battle by the Bloodmaster, powerful demons that use dark rituals to create a rent in the fabric of reality, allowing more of their kind to pour forth and shed blood for their ever-thirsty god. The Skull Cannon, a war machine forged in the furnaces of the blood god's throne, grinds across the battlefield, collecting the skulls of the dead to be used as ammunition for its long-range volleys of fire and death. Nobody is safe from the mighty harvester cannon of the Soul Grinder, a diabolic fusion of demon and machine, firing volleys of pure hatred. The Demon Prince, once immortal, was elevated to demonhood thanks to his exemplary service to the Blood God. Upon being granted this precious gift, each Demon Prince is endowed with murderously sharp talons, in addition to an infernal cannon and the deadly melee weapons they carry. None stand a chance against the Hellforged sword or demonic axe. The mighty Bloodthirster stalks the battlefield at his side, its arrival heralding the death of all those who stand before them. These greater demons also bring a range of special abilities to enhance their power, whilst their massive wings allow them to fly across the battlefield to seek more skulls for the Skull Throne. Every unit features distinctive, finely crafted models and unique special abilities. In addition, access brand new HQ abilities that benefit the entire faction: Aura of Terror, Echoes of Endless Fury, and Blood Tithe. The Demons of Khorne are now fully playable in Skirmish, Multiplayer, and Planetary Supremacy. Blood for the Blood God. Skulls for the Skull Throne.
The attraction towards new experiences is powerful. Alienware gear isn't made to resist that pull. It's made to accelerate it, to transport you to new places where you can embrace difference and leave familiar behind, bringing you ever closer to the ultimate experience. See you on the other side.